We're going to look at using B-roll or supplemental footage to put over interviews so it's not as boring and also lends a little bit more of visual reinforcement of what is being said. So B-roll comes from a couple of different places. You can find pictures from us on Flickr here. You can shoot your own B-roll. We'll go over how to shoot that later. And also Envato Elements, which is a royalty-free website that we have a subscription to. B-roll is in groups of 3 to 5 clips for 3 to 5 seconds in length each. So you don't just put one piece of B-roll and then call it a day. They should be clumped together, and they should also be kind of referenced together as well. We're going to go to Envato Elements. We have the Northampton Open Media thing going on. We ideally would have stuff that was a little better, but this kind of works too. Here is some footage. Here's a little pro tip. If you click on the footage, sometimes you can see associated similar stock footage. So we're going to download a bunch of these clips right here so it all looks really nice together. I'm going to download this. You can download it, put it into the transcript. It's going to save to your downloads folder. I'm going to do this with about 3 to 5 clips. And we're going to get this one. And all of these are saving to my downloads folder right now. And they will appear as either the movie or a .zip file. If it's a .zip file, you have to unzip it by double-clicking it. But once you have these actually downloaded, for instance, this is a .mov here. Once these are all downloaded, you do not let them stay in downloads. Downloads is local storage. It's on the computer. We need to take these downloaded videos and put it into our media folder for our segment. So the media folder for our segment is where these go. And if you put them in the downloads and leave them there, then you go to another computer. The computer won't recognize it because it's stuck on that actual physical computer. So we have all of these downloaded now. What we can do is copy, Command-C, go over to our folder, media folder, Command-V, paste. And now when we go to Premiere Pro, we're going to be able to import these just as we do anything else. A couple other things about B-roll. If you are shooting the B-roll yourself, you want to do groups of 3 to 5 that are associated with something. So if you're shooting the B-roll, you're going to do, you're not thinking about B-roll as just simple shots. If you're shooting it yourself, you're actually doing wide, close, close, close. You're getting the whole room and then going in and seeing how that stuff interacts with each other. So after all of this moves, we'll be able to go to Premiere Pro and to actually start to import these. For the sake of this, I'm just going to go to Import, and I'm going to find that media. These two are done. Import. When it comes to B-roll being put in, again, 3 to 5 clips for 3 to 5 seconds. I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to set my in point and out point. Let it play. 1, 2, 3. Oh. When I drag this now, I'm going to drag from video only, this little icon right here. And I'm going to put it over on top of video track 2 here. I'm going to do that same thing with the next piece of B-roll. You don't want the B-roll to be exactly 3 seconds each or exactly 4 or exactly 5. You want to just kind of count it out because you want it to you don't want it to be predictive. You don't want to be able to predict when it's going to cut. That actually takes the person out of what's being said. So this is a little longer than the other one. I'm going to drag video only. And so what happens on video track 2 is that you're going to hear me talking, you're going to see me, and then it's going to cut. So we have this playing, of NHS technology, and then it's going to cut to the B-roll for 3 to 5 seconds. The most important is that we get resources. It's going. I probably wouldn't use this shot because it's too similar to this shot, but I would use something that is a wider shot to begin and then go into these other shots. But groups of 3 to 5 pieces for 3 to 5 seconds each, And that's going to kind of go down the line. You're probably going to have something about 65 to 75% of your interviews covered with B-roll. So you're going to have a lot of it. So be prepared for that.